A woman in Atlanta used the same smart suitcase on 6 flights without a single problem. On the 7th, in January this year, a security agent asked her to remove the battery. She needed a tiny screwdriver for 2 screws. She did not have one. The agent would not wait. She had 20 minutes before boarding. She left a $300 suitcase at the checkpoint and caught her flight with her purse. Same bag that had passed security 6 times before. Nothing about the bag changed. The enforcement did. I have spent the last few videos breaking down what happens inside planes, on wings, in hotel rooms. Today is different. Today is the airport itself. The space between your front door and the airplane seat. And in the last few months, the rules in that space changed in ways most travelers have not caught up with. This is not a list of 20 obscure regulations. This is the system. Why certain things now get flagged, what changed behind the scenes, and how to make sure you never stand at a checkpoint watching your bag disappear. Start with batteries. Smart luggage with built-in batteries has been around for years. Charging ports, location tracking, digital locks, built-in scales. The Federal Aviation Administration banned non-removable lithium batteries in checked luggage back in 2018 because of fire risk. Lithium cells can enter thermal runaway, which means they heat up, expand, and ignite in a self-sustaining reaction that fire suppression systems in cargo holds cannot reliably contain. The rule existed for years. What changed is enforcement. Until recently, security agents rarely asked passengers to demonstrate battery removal. Now, every smart bag gets inspected. The test is simple. Can you remove the battery by hand without tools in seconds? If the answer is no, the bag does not fly. Not in carry-on, not in checked. You abandon it or you miss your flight. The same logic applies to every lithium-ion device you own. Laptops, tablets, cameras, electric toothbrushes, portable speakers, power banks, wireless headphones, electric razors, anything with a rechargeable battery. All of it must go in carry-on, never in checked luggage. The reason is the same thermal runaway risk. A lithium battery in the cabin can be dealt with by crew using fire containment bags. A lithium battery in the cargo hold, burning at over 1,000 degrees, cannot. If security finds a lithium device during checked bag screening, they pull the entire bag and page you over the intercom. If you are already at the gate, you walk back. If you are on the plane, the bag comes off without you seeing it and the device gets confiscated. The one that catches the most people is cordless hair straighteners and curling irons. Battery-powered or gas-fueled styling tools can only go in carry-on, never checked, and they must be completely cool with safety covers over heating elements. Plug-in versions without batteries are fine in either. Most people do not know which type they own until a security agent is holding it up and asking. Power banks have their own layer of enforcement. Your portable charger must display its watt-hour rating visibly on the casing, not on the box it came in, not on a photo on your phone, on the device itself, readable to the naked eye. Under 100 watt-hours, no questions. Between 100 and 160 requires advance airline approval. Over 160 is banned completely. Most phone chargers are well under the limit. But high-capacity laptop chargers and those large external battery packs that charge everything 3 times over can exceed it. And if the label is worn off from years of use, that is the same as having no label. Confiscated. Now bags. This is where it gets interesting because nothing about your bag changed, but the measurement system did. For years, airlines had metal sizers at gates. Metal frames you were supposed to slide your bag into. Most of them were approximate, rarely enforced, and passengers learned to ignore them. In 2025 and into 2026, airports started replacing those with digital scanners. Sensors that measure bags to the millimeter, including wheels, handles, corner bumpers, and bulging pockets. The published limit is typically 22 by 14 by 9 inches. But luggage manufacturers measured only the main body in their advertised dimensions. Wheels and telescoping handles can add 2 to 3 inches. A bag that has been compliant for 8 years on 20 flights now fails because someone is actually measuring it. A woman flying Boston to Tampa, same bag she had used for 8 years on the same route, got to the gate and the agent put it in the sizer for the first time. The wheels made it half an inch too tall. She paid $35 to gate check a bag that had never been questioned before. The bag did not change. The sizer did. And this is happening at gates across the country now, with no advance warning. Weight is the other side. Most American domestic carriers do not weigh carry-ons, but international flights are a different world. European and Asian carriers cap carry-on weight at 7 to 10 kilograms, which is 15 to 22 pounds. And they weigh bags at the gate, not at check-in. A laptop alone is 3 to 5 pounds. Add shoes, toiletries, a jacket, a book, and you are at the limit before packing a single piece of clothing. The scale appears right before boarding. Your options are to pay the overweight fee or repack your bag on the floor in front of 50 people watching their boarding group disappear. Some carriers apply weight limits to carry-on plus personal item combined. Your carry-on might be light, but a laptop bag loaded with electronics pushes the combined weight over. Connecting through Frankfurt, Amsterdam, or Singapore means your bags get weighed at the gate with no time to adjust. The rules were on the website. Nobody reads airline baggage pages until they are standing at a scale. Personal items got tighter too. The standard most airlines enforce is 18 by 14 by 8 inches. That is smaller than many laptop bags, backpacks, and purses sold specifically as airline personal items. Gate agents are no longer letting bags slide partway under seats. If it does not fit cleanly under the seat in front of you, it counts as a second carry-on. Digital tracking systems at gates now count your items automatically when you scan your boarding pass. Anything over 2 items gets flagged on the agent's tablet, and they are required to enforce it. A shopping bag with 1 book inside counts as a 3rd item. The system does not evaluate volume. It counts discrete objects. And the liquids. The 311 rule has not changed, but airport technology has. Some airports installed computed tomography scanners that let you leave liquids packed inside your bag. Other airports still require you to pull everything out into a clear bag. There is no master list of which airports have which technology. You fly out of Atlanta where the new scanners let you breeze through. You connect through a regional airport with old equipment, and now you are digging through a fully packed bag while 50 people wait. The only reliable strategy is to pack liquids in an accessible exterior pocket every time, regardless of airport. And remember that anything spreadable counts as a liquid. Peanut butter, hummus, cream cheese, yogurt, thick lotion, anything you can pump, spread, or pour. If you are not sure, it is a liquid. Then there is Real ID, the federal identification standard. This one has nothing to do with bags, but it will cost you $45 if you do not know about it. As of February this year, domestic flights in the United States require a Real ID compliant license. That is the one with a star in the upper right corner. If your license does not have the star, you pay a $45 non-refundable fee at the checkpoint to go through an extended verification process. No exceptions, no grace period. You find out when you are already at security with 100 people behind you. Your options are pay or do not fly. The alternative is carrying your passport for domestic flights, which works, but most people do not think to do. If your license expires soon, renew it and get the compliant version now. The $45 lesson is one you only need to learn once. There is also the question of how you show up at the gate. This sounds soft, but it matters. Digital behavior tracking at boarding gates is real. Cameras and software monitor passenger movement patterns. Fumbling with multiple bags, stopping and starting, looking disorganized, all of this can trigger additional attention from gate agents. Not because you are doing anything wrong, but because the system flags anomalies and agents are required to investigate what the system flags. The practical implication is simple. Walk smoothly, keep your bags consolidated, do not arrive looking like you are carrying 4 separate items. Wear your jacket instead of carrying it. Put the laptop sleeve inside the backpack before you reach the gate. The goal is to appear organized enough that no system and no agent has a reason to look twice. What most people miss about all of this is that it adds up to a system, and the system has a logic. Airlines profit from bag fees. Airport security is optimized for throughput, not passenger experience. Published rules are maximums. but gate agents have discretion to reject bags that technically comply if they look problematic. Digital scanners are more accurate than humans, which means enforcement is now consistent instead of random. And the gap between what the website says and what happens at the gate is where the money is made. The programmer in me sees this the same way I see any system with hidden rules. You can fight it or you can understand it and optimize. The optimization is simple. Pack well under limits, not at them. Use soft-sided bags that compress and do not trigger rigid detection scanners. This deserves a moment because it is one of those details that sounds minor but changes outcomes. Hard-shell suitcases read as bulkier on digital scanners than they actually are because the rigid structure cannot compress or flex. A soft-sided bag with the same internal volume slides through because the fabric gives and the scanner reads a smaller profile. The irony, and this is my favorite part, is that airlines sell hard-shell luggage in their own branded stores and then use digital scanners at gates that flag hard-shell luggage as oversized. They are literally selling you the problem and then charging you for having it. A soft-sided bag with rounded edges and no external bulges is the single easiest upgrade you can make if you fly regularly. Keep batteries accessible and labeled. Know the weight limit for your specific carrier on your specific route, not the airline you booked with, but the airline that actually operates the plane, because code shares mean different rules. Consolidate items before reaching the gate. And accept that the rules on the website are the starting point, not the ceiling. Once you see the airport as a system with incentives, the frustration disappears. The airline wants to sell you a bag fee. The security checkpoint wants throughput. The digital scanner wants precision. The gate agent wants an on-time departure. None of them are trying to ruin your day. They are each optimizing for their own metric. Your job is to be invisible to all of them. Bag fits, weight passes, items consolidated, batteries labeled, liquids accessible. You walk through without stopping, without being flagged, without repacking on a floor while strangers watch. That is the goal. And now you know how the system works. The airport is the space between your life and the flight. Next time, what happens behind the cockpit door? Why the crew signals matter, what the pilot actually sees, and why the 40-second panic story you may have heard is a dangerous oversimplification.